Welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to be hopping in the fish house with Brian Brosdahl. We're going to have some of these guys tied on. This is Northland's new Tungsten Buck-Shot spoon. We're going to be chasing perch, and Brian's going to share a bunch of really good tips that'll help you catch more perch this season. First things first, he's going to touch on speed and why he thinks it's such an important factor when you're chasing perch on the ice.
Come on. There we go. Oh yeah. Well, I had no bait on there and they still hit it. But it's all about action. Making it loud. Oh, look at that. That one just chowed it. Fantastic. Look at that. Whoa. Loving it. I like the colors. Like this pink tiger has always been a good color for perch and just a great color for crappies, but I'm gonna let that guy go. There you go. All right. I see my minnow heads laying here. I'm gonna put that on. Give them a little bit of a treat on the treble. Better get down there quick. You can see they're starting to leave already. There we go. Speeding down there. Boom. I'm in the strike zone. Ah. They're just getting ready to leave. They're about 6 feet away. Now they're back.
You really got down to 16 feet pretty quick.
That thing drops down 16 feet of water fast, so you can imagine if you're fishing deeper, you're going to get down there and get right back in front of those fish, and that's really important. That was a light bite. Probably not a real big one, but still fun. Oh yeah. I love action. That's the whole thing about perch. When I think about perch, I think about fast action, fast fall, and they're really good to eat. But we don't need them this time. Just want to catch some. So much fun. Rattling that brass rattle in there so loud, you can just see how it brings them in right away.
Bro mentioned that brass rattle. He was using the Tungsten Buck-Shot. This has been a really great spoon for me. I got to use it quite a bit this last season. I used it for chasing down walleyes. I caught a bunch of species with it, and of course perch, as you're seeing with Bro. So all around I've been super happy with this spoon. But in this next segment he's going to talk a little bit about how he's rigging this thing up, what he's tipping it with, stuff like that, and also some of the characteristics of this spoon that he likes specifically for a number of different situations on the ice.
There's times I like to put a little minnow head on there, and I especially like using Eurolarva or maggots, but a little minnow head is a great little enticer for small spoons. And I go small when the barometer is really low, or we have bad weather. Those cold fronts really turn them off. So put a little bit of a little minnow head or some maggots, wax worms on there, and fire in a hole. That thing goes down so fast, and the rattle is so loud because it's tungsten, and that's a hard metal, so that rattle really makes noise, and you could see the reaction when the fish are coming from a great distance away.
Another thing that's really big when you're using these spoons on the ice is your jigging cadence. So Bro is gonna break down specifically how he works these baits when he's fishing on the ice.
So I like to swim the bait, and these fish are by the bottom right now, so I'll be down there and I'll hop it, but every now and then I'll just shake it and let that brass rattle do the call, calling them in, just shaking that thing right there. But you still have to do the sweep. The sweep, when you lift it up and it drops, fish can't see through objects, through weeds, but they can see it when it comes up again, so they'll scoot over and grab it, and they can really feel with their lateral line, they can feel that brass rattle and they're just going away. The entire side of a perch is like one big ear, so got to make a little bit of noise. Crayfish, when they're skirting across the bottom, their flipping tail, because they're kind of armored, makes a clicking noise, so it doesn't hurt to make a little brass rattle noise to draw them in.
Next up, Bro is gonna break down the location that we're fishing, some of the characteristics that he likes to look for when he's chasing perch on the ice like this. So this will be some helpful information when you're trying to determine where you want to drop your fish house or where you want to drill your holes.
Well, right now we're going through the edges of weed beds, looking for big, actually we found some big perch, working these weed bed flats. And the whole thing is, they're getting ready to come into spawn at ice out, and they need vegetation to stick their eggs. And now they're coming through, they're hunkering down, middle of the day, and the ice is cracking because it was below zero, and then now it's gonna get warm, like 30s and 40s, so it makes a lot of noise. And that's got them pretty spooky. But we've been plucking them using Tungsten Buck-Shots. They're super loud, and that brass rattle really gets them going. And you can hear the ice cracking. So it does that when it heats up, and it does that when it gets cold. Ooh, there we go. That one wanted it. It hit so hard I could feel it without looking. All right. So I think that ice is doing perch drives to us. Not a big one for this area, but still fun. That's the whole thing about perch fishing, is to catch numbers. That's awesome. So we'll get back down there quick, and the whole thing is, I'm using Pink Tiger, just a little minnow head. I don't want too big of a minnow because I want it to fall fast, and dropping it down, it gets down so quick. Just love this bait. And so you can use heavier spoon, but in a smaller profile, because tungsten is 30% heavier than lead, so you could use a smaller bait. Whoa! Oh,
you're getting too distracted by fish here, bro.
Yeah, I guess I better pay attention a little bit here. Here he comes. This time I'm going to be 100% ready.
Ooh.
There we go. I love it. When the perch are on the feed bag, you just catch lots of them, and that's what I love. Beautiful. And these are just fun ones. These aren't the giants, so I'm gonna get back down there, and you can see its speed. You only got so much time to get back down there, and it's a hurry. There, now I'm gonna pause for a second. That noisy ice has really got these fish wary. Whoa! Yeah, love it. They're getting aggressive. That was with no bait there. When they're down there, you just got to get down to them, because when they come in to feed, you might not have very much time, so you just got to get down there. And that's what I love tungsten for. Falls super fast, gets into the target zone, and right now we're fishing just under 20 feet of water to get at those perch really quick, and there's still a few down there. So I ain't gonna take time to bait. Gonna drop it down and rattle on them.
Now bro is gonna talk about the importance of size, color, and profile when it comes to spoons.
Oh, what a beast. I love these buckshot spoons. This new tungsten is fantastic. The neat thing is, this is 1/8 ounce. They come in 1/4 and 3/8 also. This 1/8 drops like a bullet. Gets down there really quick. Available in 12 colors, 3 sizes, and getting big perch all the time. Love it. Tip it with a minnow head, waxworm, or some maggots, and you're going to town for perch. There it is. That's how big it is. It's small. Fish is heavy. So in this condition here today, we got spooky fish, ice is cracking, cold front to warm front. I'm using an 1/8 ounce. But on a regular day, when everything's running good, barometric pressure perfect, 1/4 ounce. You're gonna get down there quick and get them before the school moves on. I'm gonna let that one go. Let her spawn. There you go. All right, here we go. See you later.
Well, that's about all we got for you in this video. Special thanks to Bro for sharing a bunch of really good information. If you enjoyed this video and you learned something, make sure to hit that little red subscribe button down below, because we have a lot more awesome content coming in the future. And until then, we will see you in the next one.